nightlife industry is worth millions of pounds, with opportunities for entrepreneurs to become extremely successful. A capital city of London has over 200 clubs, which is less than, say, 5 years ago. However, with a historical past and an emergence of consumers wanting more in terms of experience rather than just music and drinks, does the London nightlife scene have what it takes to retain the crown? In today's business show, we are coming to you from the Royal Borough of Kensington and Chelsea, home of Chelsea Monthly magazine, to speak to two local lads who are certainly at the forefront of London's nightlife scene. Fraser and Carlo are today's guests on The Business. Welcome to The Business Show, and we're joined by
Carlo Carello,
Fraser Carruthers.
And we are here at Arbets at the Beaufort House. Fantastic. Listen, it's great to have you guys on the show. I'm going to go all the way back to the past. First and foremost, when you were growing up, did you always wanted to get into the nightlife industry? I'll start with you, Carl.
I've been in nightclub games since I've been 18. Mm-hmm. Started throwing some parties with my best friend on the side, and then started working for Ministry of Sound Group. So been in the game a while now. Amazing.
What about you, Fraser?
I was at law school, and basically I became the social secretary of the rugby team. Amazing. And I was doing that, and I actually saw that some of these parties I was organising were turning over quite a lot of money. So I decided to do a couple for myself. So by my third year of university, I decided that nightlife was for me.
So you were doing law, and you thought to yourself that law is boring, that's other people's problems.
I enjoyed law, in fairness,
yeah.
And I think certain aspects of that have come into what I do now. But it was just it was a very exciting, industry when you're 21. So again, I'm 35 now, so I've been in it for a long time. So
fantastic. Now listen, how did you guys meet? There's one person that's missing here today for obvious reasons. I think he's flying around the world having a good time. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Listen, how did you all three meet in the first place?
Fraser, at the time I was running a club called Bougie, and approached Fraser to come and do our Saturday night, and they bought the most rocking Saturday night in town.
Mm-hmm. And then it just blossomed to launching clubs together, getting as a business together.
Yeah, we kind of we've come together in the last few years. There's all three, myself, Carlo, and Jake. We had very stellar individual careers. Yeah. We've all worked across some of the best venues in London. Yeah. And then about 3 years ago, we kind of got together, had a chat, and said, let's do this, as the three of us, and do it properly. And that's when we first launched the first Alberts, and then since then, obviously, we've Mahiki Kensington, this Alberts, and Raffles opening soon. So it's kind of we all had very strong individual careers in the industry, and we came together to join forces, essentially.
That's amazing. Now, the holding company is called Onslow Holdings. So Raffles is launching soon. This just launched about 2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So what would this offer that's different in the private members club industry? What's your unique selling point?
For Alberts?
Yeah.
So Alberts is the only members club in Chelsea. Yeah. In Chelsea, looking at a dinner and dance option. Now also open for breakfast and lunch.
Amazing.
We were looking for something larger, something over various floors, something more encompassing. Here we offer a non-members brasserie downstairs, a members restaurant and bar, a private dining room, and a space for nightclub and events. That's
amazing. Now, obviously, it's the business show, and it's watched by entrepreneurs all across, and obviously Chelsea Monthly magazine readers as well. Business in London in terms of nightlife, in recent years, there's been loads of clubs closing down left, right, and centre. Even the mayor of London had to kind of hire a nightclub czar, whatever that's called, to look after trying to kind of boost the nightlife scene. What makes you guys keep on keeping on? What's the secret ingredient, if I may say?
I don't know. I think we've got a very identified area. We work out of Chelsea. We don't go into the West End or anything like that. We know our clients, our markets very well, and we've got good attention to detail. We really, we maintain a high standard across all our sites and make sure it's hit, essentially.
I would also say currently our businesses don't compete. We try to have different businesses that target different demographics, but still remaining very neighbourhood focused and very residential focused.
You attract a really VIP crowd. Is that your contacts, or is it just because the reputation precedes it?
It's because we don't talk about them.
Ah, I see. That's the secret. There you go. So listen, future-wise, you mentioned Chelsea is your target remit, but is there plans for expansion? There's a lot of club brands that are expanding internationally. Is there any plans for expansion?
I think internationally, regards nightclubs solely, Onzo Holdings is a hospitality group, so we're not just nightclubs. I think for nightclubs, I think it's pretty done in Chelsea. We've got the 3 significant nightclub venues in Chelsea. We're currently looking to open a restaurant, 2 restaurant concepts early next year. And that's not to say necessarily only Chelsea. We are looking outside London on that, but we've started somewhere. We've started in our neighbourhood essentially, and we've built from there. But we're starting to look to expand. Yes.
To touch on Fraser's point, I think the next step is scalability. Is actually building a brand. It's building a brand, but you can roll out 7 or 8 of the same sort of brand across London as our first platform, and then we're looking at 2. One's in the health actually,
amazing,
in the health food market, and the other one is not announced yet, but yeah, it's about scaling.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Scalability. Now let's talk about the brands, right? So we mentioned Mahiki, we mentioned Raffles. Can you list some of the brands under the Onslow Holdings banner?
Albert's is a private members club. Albert's Beaufort House is a private members club, which is open breakfast, lunch and dinner from Tuesday to Saturday. It's meant to be a place where people can go in a relaxed environment, eating very good quality food with fantastic service. Work here from meetings. We have a policy where we allow laptops until 6 o'clock, and then laptops have to be put away.
Decent. Sometimes you have to relax, yeah.
Because when it comes to the evening, we want people to enjoy themselves.
Of course.
Not to become a work vibe, and actually to become about having fun.
Of course, yeah.
With an amazing events calendar, members events every month. Albert's in the past done events at Royal Ascot, Polo in the Park. So we like to put on a good show for our members. That's exciting.
And what other ventures have you guys got?
We're opening Raffles in the next 2 weeks. Can't give away too much about Raffles because there's quite a lot of secrets going there, but it's London's second oldest nightclub behind Annabelle's. Even the Queen herself has partied there, which is quite...
The Queen has partied?
Yeah, apparently so.
That's
back in the 60s.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Got a feather in the cap.
Mountbatten's 21st.
Yes, that was it.
Fraser, you're not meant to tell this. This is meant to be secret. Come on. I've just broken the code again. Listen, come on now, guys.
I've been rumbled.
That's amazing. All right, listen. It's an amazing array of businesses that you guys run. Where do you find time to sleep and that work-life balance? Obviously, family, keeping in touch, and literally getting time to relax.
There is no work-life balance.
I see what you mean there, mate, Carlo. Carlo got in there straight away. 24/7.
We argue the whole time. I mean, I think between Fraser and I, we're in the bad books at home because we're constantly on the phone with each other.
At the moment, it's
just all systems go.
There's not too much home life. It's very much you're constantly on. You don't have weekends.
So I mean, as entrepreneurs, do you always look at the end goal, or is it more kind of the journey? You're just literally it's more being creative, coming up with new concepts, launching new businesses, or is there? Do you know what? 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, I want to sell up.
I'll speak for myself on this because I think everyone has different things that motivate them.
Okay.
I kind of, I set goals personally, and that's what I work towards. That's what motivates me. It's not necessarily a final end goal, but every year I'll set things which for me personally, with the company, which drives me forward.
What about you, Carlo?
What Fraser's saying is he wants to be sat on the beach in a few years.
I mean, with a cocktail.
That's what he's actually saying.
That's word translated there.
but I'm just saying he was just trying to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, he got me on that one.
He wants to be sat on the beach in a few years. I genuinely can't sit still.
You're addicted to it.
I'm addicted to work. I love it. I mean, I'll probably die in a restaurant or a club. So.
It's not a bad way to go, in a restaurant or a club. Do what you love best.
No, but yeah, I mean, everyone's got their own different goals, and I mean, at the end of the day, when enough is enough, I'm sure someone else will take the reins. I mean, we've amazing people coming through in our companies and through our sites, and we're keen to share our ventures with people and partner with the right people. So it's exciting. I mean, another point to touch upon is on all 3 of our sites we have different partners.
Amazing.
We have different partners in it, so it's exciting. And I mean, I don't think of it, and it's been an amazing journey, and some amazing friendships have been made along the way. I mean, people would literally think we fight, but we each bring different things to the partnership, so it's a great partnership.
Yep.
That actually leads quite nicely to my next question. 3 friends working together. A lot of people say don't mix friends with business. How do you manage to kind of stay friends whilst working together?
Well, I'd say as much as we are 3 very, very close friends.
Yeah.
We did, somewhat become friends through work as well at one stage. We all worked in a similar industry, so that's kind of, so it's not just 3 friends that have just been put together and decided to do something. We're all, successful in our own rights. We respect each other's decisions.
Is there any head chef in the room, or literally everyone has to say yes?
We have votings.
That's clever.
Yeah.
We have votings, especially when we disagree. We shout,
wow.
and then we vote.
No one want to be in the room for that.
They don't.
But at the end of the day, we shout at each other, scream,
get a drink
for a while,
after,
and then we end up having a vote. But we know that when it comes to a vote, that's it, and that's our decision, and that's the only way we move
exactly.
forward.
And we all respect each other, but we're all strong-willed individuals, aren't we? So
we're going to play a game called Top 5, right? Because obviously, if we talk about business all day long, it would be like a doctor talking about a hospital all day long, right? So Top 5 is to get people to know the personalities behind the people, right?
God.
I'm not worried about this.
Very simple. It's very
What's the
simple.
top 5 on?
It's very simple. So we're going to start with a very easy one. Top 5 best films of all time. Very simple. Start with you, Carlo.
The Lion King.
1.
You gonna say 5?
You're going to get 5. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
My favourite film of all time. Lion King is actually Air Force One.
Air Force One. That is old school.
Harrison Ford. That's my favourite film of all time. This is really bad.
5's tough.
All right, let's do. That's your top. That's the top film of all time. What about you? Top film.
Favorite film. Now I was going to say a few. I don't know. I love Gladiator. I love Predator. I love like old school Arnie Commando. All these things.
It's all coming out there.
Yeah.
What about top TV show? Just choose one of all time. Obviously not Made in Chelsea.
24.
24 is a good one.
I'm a big fan of Modern Family, actually.
That's good.
I enjoy
That's
Modern
good. That's
Family.
good. Top books that if you were stuck in an island, you will have to take that with you.
I actually like the Philip Pullman trilogies.
Oh, that's nice. All right, so top destination in the world you would love to travel to if you haven't been there before, or a destination that you have been there and you want to go back.
I love New York as a city. It's my favourite. Tomorrow morning I fly to Istanbul. I've never been. And
Amazing.
again, looks really exciting place to go.
Amazing. What about you?
Favourite. I love the mountains. So anywhere in the mountains, I feel at peace. Whether it's especially in the summer, actually, I think mountains in the summer is some of the most underrated place to be. But I'm really keen to try and see Burma.
Amazing. Top tip for any entrepreneur watching this now and saying, do you know what? I want to get into the nightclub industry or the hospitality industry or this industry in general.
When you fall down, get back up.
That's a good one.
Don't go in it for the the flashy lights and the drinks and the girls, and go in it for it's what you want to do as a business.
100%.
What he's saying also, just to add on that point, is on a busy night you won't see us sitting down in our club taking up a table when it could be sold to a customer or given to someone else. So it's a business. It's not a pleasure tour.
That's smart advice. Legacy. In the future, what would you love your legacy to be?
I like putting a smile on people's faces, making sure we have the best night possible. The best sign is if someone has a great night on Friday, they ask you on Saturday to come back.
That's amazing. What about you, Fraser?
I like the idea of a legacy being, when I come to retire, that we've still got all the nightclubs in Chelsea, and my children one day can party in the clubs that we've founded and made. So I quite like that idea, because Chelsea is quite generational, isn't it? So I quite like that idea.
Amazing, ladies and gentlemen, Carlo and Fraser, the business show. Come on. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.